My name is Zora. I was one of the very first fully girl designer babies ever created. I am now 15 and have very few girls that are just like me. Even before I was born, my crazy mad scientist parents decided they would participate in being one of the first parents ever to nurture a fully genetically modified baby. They could have never predicted all the obstacles I would be faced with when coming into this world as designer. On my first day of school, everyone was separated into designer and non-designer. That was at the first moment in my life I realized I was not normal at all, but different. In my classes, there was not too many girls, but there was a lot of guys. Since there was very few designer girls in my classes, I wanted to socialize with the non-designer girls. But that was restricted, and I asked my teacher why.
Those non-designer children are lacking in the intelligence department. Mingling amongst them is just calling for a disaster to happen, or more or less a war just waiting to break out.
From then on, I had never asked or even questioned if I could talk to the non-designer children. Throughout the years, I noticed how the government was segregating us and using us to stay ahead of the other utopian societies surrounding us. Then I thought to myself, how was I even created? My parents sat me down and told me they had altered my DNA when I was just an itty-bitty embryo. My parents modified me to just excel in the sciences and nothing else. They wanted to guarantee their only child would carry on their scientific research, and also to guarantee their higher socioeconomic standing. If you were not designer, then you would be viewed as odd, and eventually you would probably end up being relegated to the lower class. The non-designer people's blood boiled when they found out that the government had created this stipulation. Even though there were riots breaking out in the streets between the designer and non-designer people, scientists still proceeded with making designer babies in their labs. The scientists were able to create designer baby after designer baby per family through using germline cell therapy and an advanced form of CRISPR that could alter one's genome within a matter of seconds. Since everyone had unrestricted access to the cloud, they were able to view pretty much anything they wanted to. When people were scrolling through their feed and saw scientists making these designer babies, the riots in the streets escalated and we were on the brink of a full-fledged war. I thought to myself, how could I stop people from destroying one another with biochemical weapons? Then an idea ignited in my mind: to travel back in time through the nifty, sophisticated time machine located in my parents' lab. Entering the year 2015 into the time machine, I was brought back to a time when designer baby was a word, not an actual human being like me. It was at that moment in time I realized that me and the other designer people were made to enhance the lives of the non-designer. In order for us to coincide with one another, we needed to band together despite our differences.